Welcome back to our show, your show, Let's Talk Stocks. In studio with us this morning is Miss Allison Watson, and she's CEO and founder of Perfect Match Sports. Of course, you may know her as DJ Ali. Welcome to the show.
Oh, Nielsen, thank you. That's a long time ago. But yes, I used to be DJ Ali. I still have a little bit of that in
Of
there.
course, of course. Never lose
But I
it.
have lots of other interests
Ah.
as time has gone on.
Yeah. So let's talk about Perfect Match Sports.
Well, thank you for having me here, and thank you for giving Perfect Match Sports an opportunity to spread some of its voice across your network, which is a very vibrant network. I must commend you and your team for the attention you're giving to small businesses and just what entrepreneurs are doing behind the scenes. So
Thank you
it's
very much on
very
behalf
good
of the
for
team.
us. Yeah, man, very, very good for us. So Perfect Match Sports is business and an idea that was born out of solving the problem of what to give to people who love sports. That was the original idea. And before we started this interview, we talked about how businesses evolve.
Yes.
So a little story about Perfect Match Sports. I started playing tennis in the last 10 years. Never, as a child, tennis court was something I could see way beyond the fence that I drove past. It was not in my life at all. But I met a tennis coach. He was just a coach then. He's now my husband, and he introduced me to the sport. So as we got close, he's a really good gift giver, and then I couldn't find a gift when it was time to give him a gift. I couldn't find anything that I think speaks to his passion for the sport, his interest, just how much it means to him. So I had to make it myself, and that's why. Yes, I'm a creative. So I would make gifts for my friends. So I had to make it. And because I had to make it, made it for him. Then I made it for another friend. It's funny, we were just talking about Amiga. I didn't tell you that off camera, but she's actually, along with Joel, part of the catalyst for how Perfect Match became a business. Because Amiga introduced me to tennis as well. She was part of that foundation. That's her thing. And I wanted to give, we were just talking, she's a bit of a fireball, right?
Yes, she is.
Great personality, powerful, strong, and fun.
Energy.
So I made Amiga a shirt that says, I play tennis because punching people is frowned upon. And she loved it. It's her personality. She gets a good laugh as well. And she said to me, everybody asks me where I got this shirt. People love it. When are you gonna make it for everybody else? So then it started. I started doing a 1 or 2 here for a 1 and 2 friends, somebody who saw this one and liked it. And so I wanted to solve the problem of a nice gift for my tennis people. And I wanted to do it for my loved ones, but I wanted the opportunity to give everybody who has somebody in sports something else. And it just grew. I started thinking, maybe not just shirts, maybe other things that I make. And that's how I got off the ground.
Great story. And we love a good story.
Yes.
So that was the genesis. So that's how you started. How has it been?
That's why I started. Maybe how has it been, we'll tell you a little bit more about how it grew. So I went from doing just 1 and 2 shirts here and there, and I had the thought, it's not just tennis people who can't find a great and an ideal gift that speaks to you. If you have a kid who loves football or cricket, we were just talking with one of your peers, and it's their birthday or it's Christmas or so on, even if you want to connect the sport, you can get them on cricket bats, and maybe for football just a ball, but how many cricket bats and how many balls can you get? You might want to find a water bottle that has their favorite tennis or cricket or track and field slogan on it, and it did not exist. So I'm one of those people who Amiga has influenced to the point where everything is buy Jamaican, build Jamaica as far as possible. Of course, we're business people. We have to have networking outside of our borders, but I believe it's important to strive to build our economy, to build our people, to use our resources, and fill the needs of our market. So I wanted a solution that didn't require you to go to Amazon, not knocking Amazon, great. Amazon, love being there. Shopping in stores outside of Jamaica, by being able to make it here and being able to connect it to our culture. So how it's been an amazing journey. It's been a blessed and amazing journey, daily discovering what we like and then creating it. Because all the people who you've had in this chair, almost all the people you've had in this chair, they're creatives. So it gives us great joy to make something, and to make something that the person we give it to, whether they purchase it or it's a gift, receives with love and gratitude and excitement and enthusiasm. So that's how it's been.
It's funny. You speak about Amazon and so on, and people buy things abroad. But brand Jamaica and our culture is just so loved by the world. But we take it for granted. There you go.
I am pleased to say I agree with you that we take it for granted. But I am seeing every single day a shift in our people's attitude to brand Jamaica as a commercial product.
It is.
I think we are evolving. I've seen even some of your interviews, persons you've spoken to. We're getting down to it. We're recognizing that it has tremendous value because of how it is seen outside. And there's an old joke, that, you have to go get bigger broad before you can be bigger yard. But that is changing, and it's wonderful to see change, because our own people are embracing the fact that we are amazing, and we're inspired, because the world is opened up. We're seeing the quality that other people are delivering. So it's inspiring us, it's moving us, it's forcing us as well to do better, to make better products, to make better, to deliver better services.
When we look at what the Nigerians have been able to do in a very short order with their film industry, and how it compares to Hollywood, there's absolutely nothing that says Jamaica can't
do the same
take their
in
culture
many other
a very
arenas.
big way. I mean, we've done it in sports, track and field, etc. We've done it through the music. And I see, as you're saying, the creative sector is really coming alive.
And one of the areas, so, Perfect Match Sports, one of the things we have here on display today is just a part of what Perfect Match Sports is. A huge part, doing jerseys, which speak the language of the sports people, but there are other things. But the jerseys is a great place to start talking about that paradigm shift. And here's the reason. Fashion, the fashion industry traditionally has been dominated by European and American cultures. However, Jamaican vibe and energy, just like we made reference to Bolt and Shellyan, and just our track, our passion is so visible outside of Jamaica, so much so that our fashion industry is being shaped by it. We're rocking our hair color, we're rocking our clothes. I mean, did you see what my shirt says? This is a very good example of what this is. I'm not saying that the word Stula doesn't exist anywhere else, but every Jamaican you speak to, what that mean? Long distance, sprinter, stayer, hard worker, consistent, on it, go for days.
And
right?
as
it's Jamaican.
And our language
is
so expressive and so vibrant. And for you to capture it the way you have in your wares, I mean.
Well, I'm honored to have the opportunity to do that just by being Jamaican, because I speak this language. What I know for sure is that the rest of the world either speaks it already or cannot wait to have the opportunity to see it, feel it, and embrace it. When we put a shirt with Jamaican colors anywhere, people come to visit us, or we go outside of the world, and it's energy. And so we need to do more of what I am doing, which is to put that energy into commerce.
Talk to me about, as you talk about visitors and so on. So I know Jamaicans love what you're doing, but talk to me about that export market, whether through visitors who are coming here or actually moving it like Amazon does.
Absolutely. So the long-term vision for Perfect Match Sports is to take the energy of what we are offering right here to every corner of the world. One of the things about sports, these are sports-oriented jerseys. There are, people being active. So some of them are themed for runners and, football, basketball, tennis, those are all the sports. But once you're moving, once you're into it's to bring out the athlete within. You don't have to be a
Yes.
professional athlete, but every one of us sees ourselves how we see ourselves.
Oh, yes.
Sports is popular everywhere in the world. Every single one of us connects with something, whether it is just like your peer who came in, cricket, football, you know,
Absolutely.
running, whatever it is, everybody has their thing. That's a global market. Now, taking the Jamaican theme, so let me show you this one. This is love. Can you see what it is? We've taken a tennis racket and a
Yes.
ball, and we've taken that concept of what, you know, what when we say one love, everybody know that is our thing, right? So that's love tennis. Everywhere in the world you could send this, somebody's going to gravitate to it. It's in our colors,
It's in the
but the
Jamaican
words are
colours.
universal.